What if the next Nissan GT-R doesn't just continue a legend? What if it completely rewrites it? That sounds like a huge statement. But when you're talking about the GT-R, expectations have always been huge. For decades, the GT-R has been one of the most respected performance cars on the planet. Not because it was the most expensive, not because it was the most luxurious, and definitely not because it was the prettiest. People respected the GT-R because it delivered something few cars could. Performance that embarrassed vehicles costing 2 or 3 times more. That's why the GT-R earned its famous nickname, Godzilla. A car so capable that it became feared by rivals all over the world. And now, after years of rumours, speculation, and endless waiting, the automotive world is watching one car more closely than almost any other. The Nissan GT-R R36 2028. And honestly, this might be the most important GT-R Nissan has ever built. Because this isn't simply about replacing the R35, it's about proving the GT-R still has a place in a rapidly changing automotive world. Think about it. The R35 GT-R debuted back in 2007. That's an incredible lifespan in the modern car industry. During that time, smartphones changed the world. Electric vehicles became mainstream. Supercars became faster than ever. And through all of it, the GT-R remained relevant. That's almost unheard of. But eventually, every legend reaches a moment where it must evolve. And that's exactly where the R36 enters the story. Now, before we go further, Nissan has not officially revealed the production spec GT-R R36 at the time of writing. However, the company has repeatedly hinted at the future of the GT-R, and multiple concepts have shown the direction Nissan may take. And honestly, that's why excitement is building so quickly, because nobody expects Nissan to play it safe. The GT-R has never been a car about playing safe. The original GT-R changed expectations. The R32 dominated motorsport. The R34 became an icon. And the R35 completely shocked the automotive industry. Now the R36 faces the biggest challenge of them all, living up to that legacy. And that's not easy, because GT-R fans aren't simply looking for another fast car. They want a machine that feels special. A machine that feels worthy of wearing the GT-R badge. So why are so many people already talking about the R36? The answer is actually very simple. People believe this could be one of the last great performance icons of a changing automotive era. And that's exactly why anticipation continues growing. The first reason people are excited is the possibility of revolutionary performance. The GT-R has always been about delivering extraordinary speed for the money. That's what made the R35 such a success. You didn't need $1 million supercar to challenge the world's best performance cars. You just needed a GT-R. For the R36, expectations are even higher. Many reports suggest Nissan could combine advanced hybrid technology with a powerful twin turbocharged engine. Others believe electrification will play a major role in improving acceleration, efficiency, and response. And honestly, that makes perfect sense. Performance cars are evolving, technology is evolving, and Nissan understands that the GT-R must evolve too. But here's the important part. Nobody wants the GT-R to lose its personality. Fans don't want a machine that feels artificial. They want something that feels alive. Something that feels mechanical. Something that feels connected. That's always been part of the GT-R experience. Now let's talk about the design, because design matters. especially when you're replacing a legend. The GT-R has always looked purposeful, aggressive, muscular, and instantly recognisable. The R36 is expected to continue that philosophy while introducing a more modern appearance. Recent Nissan concepts have hinted at sharp body lines, dramatic lighting signatures, and aerodynamic shapes inspired by both racing and future technology. And honestly, that's exactly what the GT-R should look like. It shouldn't follow trends, it should create them. The front end is expected to feature a bold stance with aggressive air intakes, slim LED headlights, and a strong visual presence. From the side, the proportions will likely remain familiar. Long hood, wide body, powerful rear fenders. Everything designed to communicate performance. Because when people see a GT-R, they should immediately know what it is. Around the rear, expect a modern interpretation of the iconic circular taillights that have become one of the GT-R's most recognisable features. Those lights are part of the GT-R identity, and Nissan knows fans would be disappointed if they disappeared. Inside the cabin, the R36 is expected to receive significant upgrades. The R35 was always respected for performance, but some critics felt its interior lagged behind new arrivals. The R36 has an opportunity to change that. Expect improved materials, advanced displays, modern connectivity, and a more premium environment overall. But hopefully, Nissan avoids making the interior overly complicated, because GT-R buyers usually care more about driving than showing off technology. The cockpit should feel focused, purposeful, and designed around the driver. That's what enthusiasts want. Now let's talk about the driving experience, because that's where the GT-R has always earned its reputation. Imagine pulling onto an empty road. The engine settles into a deep idle. You tighten your grip on the steering wheel. The road opens ahead. You press the accelerator. The response is immediate. The car launches forward with incredible force. The all-wheel drive system finds grip. The chassis remains composed. And suddenly, you're reminded why people call it Godzilla. That feeling is what Nissan must preserve. Not just speed, not just numbers, the feeling. Because anyone can build a fast car. Very few companies can build a car people remember for decades. The GT-R has always been one of those cars. Another reason buyers are excited about the R36 is future collectability. Every generation of GT-R eventually becomes desirable. The R32, the R33, the R34, the R35. Each generation developed a loyal following, and many enthusiasts believe the R36 could become one of the most important chapters in GT-R history, especially if it becomes the bridge between traditional performance and modern technology. That's a fascinating position to occupy, and it gives the car significance beyond simple specifications. Now let's discuss competition, because by 2028, the performance car market will look very different. Electric sports cars will be more common. Hybrid supercars will continue evolving. Technology will become even more advanced. Yet despite all those changes, the GT-R still offers something unique. Heritage, identity, character. People don't buy a GT-R simply because it's fast. They buy it because it's a GT-R. That history matters. That reputation matters. And Nissan understands how valuable that legacy truly is. Which brings us back to the biggest question. Should you wait for the Nissan GT-R R36 2028? Honestly, if you're a performance car enthusiast, it's difficult not to be curious. Because this isn't just another new sports car. It's potentially the return of one of the most respected names in automotive history. A car carrying enormous expectations. A car carrying decades of heritage, and a car that could define Nissan's future performance strategy for years to come. The Nissan GT-R R36 2028 represents far more than a replacement for the R35. It represents the next evolution of a legend. And if Nissan gets it right, the R36 won't simply continue the GT-R story. It could become one of the greatest chapters ever written. And that's exactly why the entire automotive world is watching. Because legends don't come along very often. But when they do, everyone pays attention. And the Nissan GT-R R36 might just be the next one.